All right, Rachel. Sounds good. Appreciate you being here. See you in a bit. Yeah. Good morning. It is Thursday, or as I like to call it, Friday Eve. Yeah. Good times. Rachel, I hope you have I hope the meeting is worth your time. So, I've sat in on many meetings where I thought to myself, I should have sent somebody else to this. I really didn't need to be here. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, such is life. Such is life. Oh, man. Yeah, pointless meetings. I love it. That was like one good. Yeah, this could have been an email. Yeah, that was like one really good thing about COVID when it first like happened was like meetings came to a screeching halt. It's like we are not meeting in person unless we absolutely 100% have to. So yes, however, meetings are back. Meetings have been back. I mean, to be honest, the Marine Corps has pretty much been done with COVID since like May of 2020. That's when I went back to work. I'm like, I worked from home for 2 months, and I worked from home from like March till May, and then at that point it was like, you know what, like this is because my concern at the time was like my kiddos, because my kids have like respiratory stuff. And then the data started coming out like, hey, look, this doesn't really affect children. It affects like older people. So I don't think that's controversial to say. I mean, that's what the numbers show. So, but anyway, yeah, good times, good times. But meetings are back. It is a work week. I totally get it. In fact, I have a lot of meetings today too. So as of like this week, I am more or less officially, semi-officially back with the 5th Marine Regiment because I'm going to help them. We're all going to deploy together. It's going to be a good time. And there's a lot of work to be done. There are a lot of people that still have a lot of stuff to do. And yeah, we got work to get done. Yeah, good times. I'm definitely looking forward to all that shenanigans. But yeah, yesterday was like the first day that I had worked hard since the last time that I was at 5th Marines. So it's been about a year. It's been about a year and a half since I really worked my butt off. Yeah, yesterday was one of those days. I was like, all right, cool. Let's do this. This is going to be lit. We're going to work. It's time to go, baby. Yeah. Gets me excited. Gets me ready. There's nothing quite like when you walk into an office and like everyone looks at you and they're all like depending on you to do a good job. I mean, if you're not motivated by that, man, I don't even know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to put the team on my back though. Here we go. So I'm taking everybody to the promised land. I don't know. That's like, maybe someday, could be someday soon I'll leave the Marine Corps, but man, I'm still amped up to do this job. You know what I'm saying? I'm still amped up to do this day-to-day stuff. But anyway, all right, time to kick this. This thing sounds like Huh. Interesting. Sorry. I was like, hey, this sounds a lot like Imagine Dragons. It was not. It was just somebody kind of cupping that sound. Whoa. Get out of here, Alexa. I didn't call your name. Crazy. Anyway, I was just talking about that yesterday. Talking about Amazon and all of them listening in our conversations 24/7. A little creepy. A little bit. A little creepy, but hey, it's where we live in now. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, thanks for that alert, Chris Goes Pew Pew. I appreciate you. Hey, Samble. Good morning. Good to see you. Welcome. Hope you had a great day. Hope you had a great day over there in the Pacific. Oh man. Definitely early here. It is a good morning. It is a good morning so far. Getting after it today. We're gonna do some power cleans. Do some power cleans, more pull-up swings. Do some box jumps, planks, bridges, bicep curls. Yeah. Looks pretty familiar. Like, man, a lot of my program looks about more or less the same. But hey, that's all right. Consistency is king. Let's slide this computer a little bit closer. There we go. That's better. Yeah. How are you doing today, Hexamel? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Hopped on the scale this morning. I'm down to 191 already, so making some good progress on the scale so far. So pretty happy with that already. Let's see, lunges. DJ Hood, what's going on, man? Whew. Yeah, gains today. Gains day. Every day. Every time I work out, I feel like I'm getting gains. So, yeah. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Yeah, about to get the kiddos out to school. It is about that time because you're over in here in Detroit, right? That area, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Dang. What time is it? Oh wow, 7 a.m. 7:40 over there. Yeah, it's about that time. About that time. Love it. Hey, it's probably getting pretty cold up there. I'd imagine. I hope it's not too cold, man. Whew. Yeah, that cold weather up there can be brutal. That's a different kind of cold. Good stuff, man. Well, I hope you have a great day. You working out today at all? We've been getting it all week. This is Thursday. We worked out Monday through Thursday so far. So today is obviously fourth day of the week. Gonna work out again Friday. Gonna work out again tomorrow. Gonna get back to squatting. So it's squat, press, deadlift. Today's power cleans, and then we'll squat again tomorrow. So. That's kind of how it goes. Start my session in about an hour and a half. Hell yeah. All right. Cool, man. Yeah, I should be finishing up right as you're starting then. Well, I'll probably finish up before that, but yeah, right around that time. Well, that's awesome. What do you got planned today? Let's see. Hinges, arm circles. Getting this nice warm up in right now because it is kind of chilly in here still. Not quite like out there, but it's 50 degrees in here this morning. So it's warmed up a little bit. It has been in like the 40s in here. So a little bit warmer today. It's cold, Indiana. From Detroit. That's right. You're from Detroit, but you're living in Indiana right now. I've heard Indiana's kind of nice, actually. I have never been. My wife went to University of Indiana. She's a Hoosier. She went there for grad school, but yeah. I personally have never been to Indiana. I hear it's nice. I hear Indianapolis is kind of a cool place. Not as familiar with some of the other areas because obviously I've never been there, but yeah. But the cold, man, that cold weather, ooh. Yeah, close on time, 8:43. Okay, dang, you guys are 3 hours ahead. You're on East Coast time out there. All right, cool. Yeah, it's like I said, never been to Indiana. There's a lot of states in the middle of the country I've never been to, but. To be fair, I've only ever lived on the coast, so I've only I think I maybe drove through Indiana once, but that's about it. Dude, DJ Hood, have you seen Book of Boba Fett yet? I haven't watched episode 2. Episode 2 got released last night, and I haven't watched it yet. Usually I wait. So for these shows, like I'll wait to watch it with my wife. She's not like a huge fan of these shows, but it's something that we can do together, kind of thing. So I think tonight the plan is we're gonna watch some Book of Boba Fett. So that'll be good. Dude, this cold weather is like no bueno. It's like my lips are dry. I'm all congested and stuff. Terrible. That's all right. It could always be worse. All right, I got push-ups, band rows. Not yet. My wife prefers movies over shows. We'll watch some shows too. The snow started melted early. Is it related to global warming? Probably. I don't know, man. Some places it's getting warm, some places it's getting cold. Spank. Yeah. Spank. Big motivational spank there. Thanks, Zero. Good to see you, man. Good morning. How are you this morning? It is a fine Thursday morning. Yeah, I feel that. So I'm assuming, have you all seen Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man movie then? Because that was something else. I mean, I'm not going to hype up Spider-Man No Way Home like it's the best Marvel movie of all time. Because there's a lot of people out there saying that. They're like, oh, the Spider-Man No Way Home was like the best Spider-Man movie of all time. I mean, or best Marvel movie of all time. I'm like, it's up there. It's in the top 5 for sure. But let's not hype this thing up like it's the greatest movie ever made or something. You know what I mean? Tired AF, man. Zero, you gotta get that sleep, bro. Got a message from Ray Bay that she redeemed Han Holo for me for Diamondo stream. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, Han Holo. Hell yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, Zero, I was just talking about Book of Boba Fett, too. Episode 2, Book of Boba Fett came out yesterday. I haven't watched it yet. I was going to try and watch it last night with the wifey, but she said she had to catch up on her reality TV shows. So, fair enough. I was like, all right, cool, we can do it tomorrow. But I'm not waiting that long. We're going to either we're doing it tonight or I'm going to watch it by myself. One or the other. Which I know is like, that's no bueno, you know, it's a team effort, right? We got to watch this thing together. But hey, look, I'm not waiting, man. I'm just saying. Book of Boba Fett, episode 1 last week, woo. That was tight. I'm not going to lie. That was pretty tight. So yeah, very exciting stuff. DJ Hood. But yeah, maybe the best Spider-Man. Yeah. Oh, I would say it's probably the best Spider-Man movie, for sure. Yeah. I was playing with Daddy Rocket, albino rhino thickness on Warzone. We got that dub. Hell yeah. Yeah, I was playing some League of Legends last night. It was mixed bag, man. Mixed bag. So I got some wins, had some losses, you know. Mixed bag. You know, every time I play League of Legends, because League of Legends is so hit or miss for me personally, because I'm not, like, there will be games where I'll try to change it up and, like, try to play differently, you know? And my consistency is just not there yet, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'm, like, playing, you know, trying to push too hard, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be too aggressive, when I really just need to kind of wait for the action to come to me sometimes. Still working on the timing. The timing matters, you know. When you do certain things in that game can determine like the whole course of the entire game. But my beef with League of Legends is like the forfeits. You know what I mean? Because if you're losing, if your team is getting smoked, your team can vote to just forfeit. You know what I mean? Just like basically surrender kind of thing. And I mean, I get it. If there's like zero hope of you winning, then okay, got it. Like maybe that makes sense. But there have been times where the other team has forfeited, and I'm like, it's still really early in this game. Like, we're not even 20 minutes into this thing. You guys are already, like, calling it. Like, yeah, we're good. We're done. I don't know. We got our dub on the second game, and I got a clip for Rocket of him taking out 3 people at once with our rocket launcher. Oh, hell yeah. That's dope. Dude, those Call of Duty wins, especially when you're, like, dominating, whew. I'll tell you, like back in the day when I was actually good at Call of Duty, and I used to go like 20-2, you know, 20 kills, 2 deaths, all that, you know. that was a pretty common occurrence for me back in the day. But I don't play Warzone. I don't play Call of Duty. I don't play Warzone, any of that stuff anymore. Title of the clip was Rocket's Lucky Rocket. Hell yeah. Hey, look, that's not luck, man. That's skill. That's all skill. Let's see here. Yeah, that you know, if your name is Rocket Fit, your name is Rocket, and you smoke check some fools with a rocket, that is not luck. That is all skill. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't really play any of the first person shooters anymore. Well, that's not true. So I don't play any of the like multiplayer first person shooters anymore. I'll still play stuff like BioShock and whatnot. I'll play like that kind of stuff, but yeah, I haven't played Call of Duty in a long time. Yeah, spike. Oh my god, this feels so good on my hip right now. I didn't realize how tight my hips were. That would probably explain why my back's been bothering me, though. Woo. Man, I'll tell you, it's been a good week. It's been a good first week of the year, you know? Yeah, it sounds epic. Rocket with the rocket launcher. Still have the clip. I rewatched it 3 times. I have the clip. I rewatched it 3 times. Oh no, it was mad luck because he was blindsided by a few palm trees and his aim was true. Oh hell yeah, that's hilarious. That's even the best. Thanks for that, Hex Sample. Big spike, bang. We were just smacking booties today. I wish you got a clip of his perspective, from his perspective, because my perspective was at a different angle. And you see that rocket soaring at him. Yeah, yeah, I got you. That sounds dope. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I like playing League of Legends, but streaming League of Legends is not, because in that game you really need to be paying attention to what's going on in the game. Like pretty much almost at all times. You know what I'm saying? Like even if you're dead and you're waiting to be brought back, the respawn or whatever, you still need to be paying attention to what's going on the map. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for that alert, Hexamble. Good to see you. So, I'm not that good at like trying to like look at the chat and then also just like kind of go back and forth between chat and the game. So I'm not like, I don't know. I don't think League of Legends is great for streaming, for me personally at least. I know that there's a lot of really popular streamers that stream League of Legends. Mute always an option. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I'll send you that clip, but I gotta do an edit because you don't hear our voices. Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, I saw Destroyed and Mobius were playing Apex Legends. That's the game they play? They were playing that last night together. I was kind of lurking a little bit while I was playing League of Legends. But yeah, to stream League of Legends, like for me personally, I'm not that good at it, at the game, I mean. And then on top of that, it's like, I really have a tough time splitting my attention between playing League of Legends and also managing like the stream chat and stuff. I don't know. So, not a huge fan of playing League of Legends. Because like with a lot of the other games that I play, I can just pause it. If I want to talk real quick, I can hit the pause button. Be like, all right, cool, let's take a little break. I'll talk to chat, and then boom, go from there. Yeah, some games are harder to multitask with chat. Yeah, especially to me, like any game that's real time. Like I'm playing online with other people. If it's real time, I'm like, yo, I'm dialed in to whatever's going on in the game. I'm not talking. I'm not having a side conversation. All I'm thinking about is like, what am I doing next? You know what I'm saying? And you kind of, I don't know. That's the way I play. I'm tuned in, man. I'm locked into whatever's going on. So yeah, especially the online games. But I don't play online games a whole lot anymore. Like I played like Super Smash Brothers a little bit online. So I played that a little bit online, and then I played obviously I played League of Legends. But recently I have not played much, if anything, online recently. feel like it's more fun to play online, you know? What did I have? Thick. Yeah. Getting real thick. I've actually lost about 5 pounds already this month. So it's been about a week. A weekend to the new year. Not even a weekend, and I've lost almost 5 pounds. So good progress. I think most of that's probably just water weight, to be honest. Stop with the power cleans. That's my thing. Man, I've been doing power cleans for a long time. Been doing power cleans for a long time, man. Yeah, I only do power cleans just because I like them, to be honest. You will not see me doing freaking clean and jerk or snatch, none of that. Yeah. but nice. Yeah. That thick old booty though. Heck yeah. Yeah, that could have been an email. Well, welcome back, Rachel. That was a quick meeting. I feel like that meeting did not take very long at all, so that's good. I looked at Diamondo's VOD, laughing my ass off. I was still sleeping that time. Hell yeah. Han Holo. Freaking, I love it. Diamondo cracks me up, man. He's such a funny dude. Yeah, Han Holo. Yes. Excited to get back to the Olympic lifting block. Heck yeah. That sounds like a lot of fun. Olympic lifting is a lot of fun, but honestly, I've just been so tight lately. It's snowing. No, that's a big no for me, dog. Yeah. Heck no. I don't do that snow stuff. No. What is that? White powder falling from the air? Oh no. Next Christmas he promised for Santa Ho. Yes. You want me to loosen you up? Always, of course. Of course, my friend. Yeah. Let's do this. I don't even know what I got. What do I got next?
All right, everybody. This is a fucking raid.
Yeah.
Anybody try to leave, I pump one in your ass.
Crucy G. What's going on, man? How you doing, Crucy G? Welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, can we get a big old shout out for Crucy G, please? Yeah, welcome. Thank you for that dope raid. Yeah, we're hype. Getting hype in here. What is going on? Yeah, welcome. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Crucy G. Thank you for being here. I'm Zechariah, a.k.a. Three Swords Fitness. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my garage gym. We're getting those garage gym gains today. Oh, heck yeah. It's a Thursday, or as I like to call it, Friday Eve. And it's a beautiful day already. So we're getting after it. Welcome. I'm an active duty captain in the Marine Corps and living out here in sunny San Clemente, California. It's a beautiful day. So it's a little chilly, actually. Recently it's been a little chilly here in Southern California. But you know what? It's not what it looks like. I'm innocent. Yeah. That's what they all say. That's what they all say, Zero. Aye, aye, Captain. I can't hear you. Aye, aye, Captain. It actually felt pretty good. So, just planning on doing 200 pounds, some doubles at 200. Let's see, that's 185. Then you need 5s and 2.5s. You know, we might as well go up to 205. Crucy G, what did you do today? Did you work out? Hope the session's going. I got ready to run. All right, very well, Crucy G. I hope you have a great day at work. enjoy. Thanks again for that raid. Thanks for coming in, popping in, and saying hi. I appreciate you, man. Yeah. Oh, did we get that shout out for Crucy G already? Oh yeah. Maybe? I don't know. Can't tell. I don't know if we did or not, but if we could, that'd be awesome. Oh man. Yeah, honestly, Thursday really is one of my favorite days of the week. Because Friday, once Friday hits, like to me, that's already the weekend. So in my mind, like Thursday is the last day of the week where I'm really going to be busy doing stuff. And then Friday is kind of like, all right, cool, let's wrap it up. Let's get out of here. Let's go do the weekend stuff. And it's kind of always, I don't know, maybe that's just me, but that's kind of the way it's always been for me personally. Where it's like, yeah, Friday, yeah, we're working on Friday, but we're not working that hard. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe we're going to PT in the morning, we're going to work out in the morning, take our time getting into work, do some stuff through the morning, and then like once lunchtime hits, it's like, all right, cool. When are we going home? It's time to go. It is Friday afternoon in sunny Southern California. Yeah, I'm chilling on Friday. Absolutely. We're just like, yo, it's Friday. It's time to go. We worked hard all week. Let's get out of here. Let's do something. When lunchtimes hit, yeah, lunchtime hits, I'm like, yeah, see you all Monday. Yeah, I'm out. Big facts. Big facts. Yeah, there's just something about that Friday feeling, you know what I mean? Good times. Alright. Time to hit this set. Let's do this. Yeah, like I said, Quav, like my wrists have been tight, my back and like my shoulder is tight, so I need to stretch, man. I need to take care of my body. It's like power cleans like always reveal all the places where I am neglecting to take care of myself, which is it's good and bad, you know. Just trying a random command wins. I don't know if I have a command set up that will tell you all the commands or not. I've been working on mobility all week. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the nice thing about my programming. When I do I always make sure that I warm up. I mean, I spent about a solid 20 minutes just warming up. You know what I mean? So for me, that's kind of nice, where I can take my time, warm up. And the workout itself is not that difficult, to be honest. Like, it's a pretty short workout. You know, just a few sets of power cleans, a few supersets, and then oh, okay. Yeah, there's some so I've got a couple bots hexamble. So they probably have some commands that I'm just not aware of. As a stream for, yeah, there you go. I spent like 20, 30 minutes to warm up, yeah. And on leg day, I spent at least 409 minutes to warm up. Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, but if you do it right, your warm up, yeah, 40 minutes, I got you. If you do it right, the warm up is part of the workout, you know what I'm saying? So for me, when I'm warming up, I'm always doing like kettlebell swings. I'll do some lunges. I'll do some reps on the barbell. I'll do something to get my body moving, get the blood moving, but also I'm working out while I'm warming up. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I will take some time to stretch and like do some mobility stuff and et cetera, right? Oh, Quaff, bro, did you see that that Dave Castro got fired by CrossFit? I don't know if you saw that or if you care, but I thought it was interesting. Yeah, that's what I said. When I saw that, I'm like, why didn't they fire him sooner? That dude is trash. I mean, I hate to talk, I'm talking smack about a guy I don't even know, right? Like, but come on. This guy just seems like the biggest D-bag of all time. And I don't say that about, like, just very lightly, like, oh, yeah, this guy's a D-bag. Like, no, like, I feel like I've been in CrossFit for a long time, I've been out of it for a few years, but yeah, his programming is trash. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of Dave Castro. I don't think I ever have been. Yeah, some of the movements so suspect. Absolutely. Yeah. I don't know. Like, even remember the Open, the 1 year where they did like box jumps and oh god, it was like box jumps and like power cleans or something like that. I can't remember. And like people were blowing their Achilles out like left and right. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dude, you programmed that. Like people are rebounding on the box jumps and like blowing out their Achilles on this workout. And then boom. I mean, once you do that, like that's a year recovery at least. So I remember, yeah. Anyway, that was like 2012 or 2013 when that happened, if I remember correctly. But anyway, yeah, that dude is just, I cannot believe he hung on for as long as he did, especially after, what's his face, the owner of CrossFit got relieved. Well, he sold CrossFit, yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll compete in the 2022 season now. Well, I find it hilarious because, like, you got all these, like, CrossFit people that are drinking the Kool-Aid, like, oh, this is a travesty that they got rid of Dave Castro, like, CrossFit's not the same, like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, shut up. Dave Castro is, like, one of the worst things about CrossFit. Like, get out of here. Like, let's not act like this is a tragedy, okay? Like, that dude should have been fired the day the new CEO came on deck. Like, literally, like, I don't know why they waited so long to get rid of him, because, like, no... Like, he's such an unlikable character. He really is. Yeah, that's what it boiled down to, is that he was an OG, and I don't think they wanted to, like, make waves on day one when they took over. So, yeah, I think that's really what it boils down to. It's just that he was an OG, and they didn't want to get rid of him, because they didn't want to, like, offend the CrossFit community, whatever that means. It's like, dude, like, there's a reason why frickin', what's his name? What's the name of the dude that started CrossFit? The real, like, kind of skeezy looking dude. Oh, God. I totally just blanked on his name. I can't remember. Dang it. It'll come to me. But anyway, yeah, it's... When he sold CrossFit to the new, like, ownership group or whatever, yeah, they should have cleaned house. Just, like, everyone that's associated with you, done. Like, get out of here. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I'm not a businessman, so I don't know. But hey, to me, it's like the same thing. The battalion commander gets fired, and that's it? You're not going to fire anybody else? Hey, look, if the battalion commander gets fired, at least the sergeant major is going down. You know what I mean? At a minimum. If the battalion commander gets fired, more than likely, the sergeant major is going down. Perhaps like the XO, yeah, Greg Glassman, that dude. The XO is probably going down. Probably the company commander is going down. Probably, there's like a slew of people that are potentially going to get fired if the battalion commander does something really stupid. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying what Greg Glassman did was like the stupidest thing of all time. Like, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, it's like, look, if you got a bad taste in your mouth from this guy that was just in charge, and he had all sorts of, like, Greg Glassman was kind of, I don't know, there's something that didn't jive with that dude. You know what I'm saying? He just seemed like a used car salesman kind of guy, in my opinion. So I don't know. Hey, anyway, but it was time for a change, I think, for CrossFit. But yeah, Dave Castro, good riddance. Yeah, if the BC is getting fired, everyone's going to get demoted or kicked out. Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, Greg Glassman, he sold CrossFit because he said some stuff on Twitter that, he probably should not have said, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like, whether he was right or wrong is kind of irrelevant at this point. You just can't pop off at the mouth on Twitter if you're the head of a global organization. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I guess you could. You have to have a certain amount of wasta to be able to do that. But yeah, at a certain point, it's like, bro, like, you have to be a professional. Yeah, he said some stupid stuff he should have kept to himself. Yeah, I agree. And again, we could all argue about whether, what the intent was, or, whether he was right or wrong, or any of that stuff. Like, we could argue any of that crap till the cows come home, right? But at the end of the day, he just shouldn't have said it. Period. And I believe firmly that we should be able to say whatever we want in a free country. However, there's a time and a place for everything. Yeah, especially when the whole nation's on edge. Yeah, for sure. That was just bad. It was like one of those, hey, that was too soon kind of things, Like, hey, too soon, bro. Too soon. Yeah. But anyway. I think that was set number 3, maybe. Excuse me. Oh man, Heck Sambo, it looks like I need to work on some of my commands here. Eric Rossi and Super Chill though. Yeah, I don't know anything about that dude at all. I mean, again, I haven't really been doing CrossFit or in the CrossFit world for a while. So yeah, I don't know. I thought Dave Castro. I mean, Dave Castro is such not a kind of guy that's like strikes me as a real professional. You know what I'm saying? Even though this guy was a Navy SEAL and all that, I don't know. Yeah, I just do it. I don't really follow CrossFit. So am I done with Hades? Oh, bro. I could play Hades for a long time, dude. I logged 180 hours playing Hades. And honestly, I really need to get back to playing it again. Just because, like, I'm good at it. But B, it's just fun. I like playing it. It's something that it's gotten to the point now where it's a little bit repetitive. You know what I'm saying? But it took me a long time to get to that point. It took me I played 180 hours on Hades. That's bananas. That's a long time. That's almost a week. That's almost a week of my life just playing Hades. Worth it. Yeah, because what's that? 96 hours? Yeah, actually that's over. I think that's over a week. Because 96 hours is 4 days. 96 hours is 4 days. So 180, that's almost twice that. So yeah, that's over a week. That's more than 7 days worth of Hades game time. That's tight. Dang, that's crazy. I didn't even think about that. That's a lot of game time. That's a lot of game time. Hey, but that game is that game is dope. If you have not played Hades, I don't know what you're doing with your life, because you could get it on freaking. Hey! Dang! Look at Saf. Big tip. I appreciate you, Saf. What's going on? How are you doing? How's the foot? You mentioned you dropped that mace on your foot the other day. How are you feeling? Are you feeling better? Is the foot healed up? You got to take care of that thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to take care of your feet. You know, because you got to be on your feet to move around. You know what I mean? Hello. Good to see you. But yeah, to answer your question, Hexamble, definitely, I don't think I'm done with Hades. I think I need to start streaming more Hades, to be honest. Because it's good content. It's fun. I didn't want to sub since you'll get Jack. Yeah, that is true. I think for like one sub, you get like, so it's like $6 to subscribe or something like that for you all. But for me, I only get like $2 or something like that. You know what I mean? Which is, it's not, it's something. Look, I'm happy that I can like work out in my garage and I make money doing it. It's not a lot, it's a little bit of money. It's a tiny, tiny bit, but it's awesome. So yeah, I appreciate you. That means a lot to me because, Saf, like people like me, if you give a tip to me, that money is going to like my kids' education. It's going to, did the message show? Oh no, is there a message that's supposed to come with it? I just got like an alert. I don't think there was like a message that came along with it. What was the message? I didn't get anything on my end. I just got like the alert that I got a big old tip. Reverse birthday present. Why the flub not? I don't know. Yeah, right. Monday. Yeah, true story. But yeah, I mean, all that stuff, any of the money that I make on here, it's going to paying bills. It's going to like my kids. It's going to that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that way you didn't answer my joke. Oh no, I don't know. How are you guys sending the messages? Oh, is it like what? Are you guys redeeming like stuff to? Oh, okay. So when you tip, is there a message that's supposed to come with that? Oh, yeah. I haven't been getting any of that on my end. Huh. Okay. I need to fix that. Okay. Got it. I need to fix that. That's interesting. Okay. I don't know why it didn't come through. That's weird. I'll have to, I gotta research that a little bit and figure that out. It could just be, so I'm not actually using Streamlabs right now. So it could be that I had all that stuff set up in Streamlabs OBS, but right now I'm using OBS. So it's very possible that it shows in Streamlabs, but it's not showing in OBS. So I'm gonna research that, and when I get it fixed, damn, I'm gonna have to get that fixed. I didn't realize that was a thing. Okay. Yeah, my bad on that. Shoot. Yeah, I'll get it fixed so that way that works. I think it's probably just because when I had everything set up, I had it all set up on Streamlabs OBS, and now I've switched over to OBS. It's common to do things like tip $3 and add a note to specifically get some chocolate. Oh, okay. Okay, all right. Okay. Let me see. Let me check something real quick. Let me just hop on my dashboard in Streamlabs real quick, because I actually don't even have Streamlabs OBS downloaded on my computer anymore. But let me see. So that's weird because I know. Oh, that was from yesterday, right? Hexamble, you tipped yesterday $1, I think. Let me see here. Yeah, I've got it pulled up right now. Okay, so that's just the tip page. Let me see here. Yeah, bear with me for a second. I'm gonna try and see if I can figure this out. Let me go just search tips. Okay. So it's not the tip jar. Although I have a tip jar on here, right? Yeah, so you can see the tip jar. Huh. So it's not the tip jar that's jacked up. Here, let me try something else. Okay, that's a different thing. Hold on. Let me see. Your first donation. Oh, okay, here we go. I got it. Reverse birthday present. Why the flub not? Yes, absolutely, Saf. I appreciate you. Okay, yeah, there it is. There's the message. I don't know why it didn't pop on my on OBS here. Yo, seriously, if you need any hair care, hair cream, I got you. Yes. Okay. Yeah, if you need any hair. Okay, all right, Hexam. Well, I see that message from yesterday. That's awesome. I love it. Thank you for that. You know, honestly though, I mean, I'm okay with the shaved look, Hexample, and yeah, thanks for that reverse birthday present, Saf. You know, I'm getting close to my birthday. It's in May. It's in May 10th. Yeah, good times. Okay, cool. Yeah, but I appreciate you all for coming through and doing the tips and hanging out and being here. Yeah, appreciate you. Dang. Saf coming through. Faux show. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I gotta get you something special on free. Maybe I gotta gift you a sub. You know what? Let me see if I can just gift you a sub right now. Let me see this. I'm gonna try to see if I can just gift you one. Yeah.
And hey, 2 thumbs way up for our leading lady. What a...
Yeah. Thanks for that follow, I think. It was a follow. Let me double check. Oh, you tipped again? Oh my goodness, man. Thank you. Thank you for that. Oh my gosh. Let me see the message on that one. Got a charge back on a failed order. Figured it was better spent on you. My income is largely disposable, and I can imagine yours is certainly not. Just keep doing what you do. I appreciate you, Saf. Thank you for that kind message, kind words. I appreciate you tremendously. Well, yeah, hold on a second here. Let me gift you a sub, Saf. We definitely gotta get Saf a sub for sure. So hold on. Oh no, that's a gift. That's like if I want to gift a sub to myself, which is not what I want to do. Hold on a second here. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. Gift a specific viewer. And where do you go? Here we go. I got you, Saf. Boom. There it is. All right. Yeah, that should be hitting. There it is. Boom. Yeah, thank you again, Saf, for the kind message and for the tips. I appreciate you every time you roll through. My money gets spent on typewriters and random crap that, while it's fun, is not essential. I know you use it for much more important things. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, my friend. I call everybody that, so no offense, but freaking yeah, it's awesome because Twitch allows people like me to like make a little bit of extra cash, do something I really like doing, and like I said earlier, that money's going towards like paying my bills. It's going towards like my kids' education. It's going towards stuff like that. It's not going towards it's not going to me directly. You know what I mean? It's going to my family. So yeah, that means a lot to me, man. I appreciate you, Saf. If you don't follow Saf, like check Saf out. Saf likes the maces and clubs, works out in her house. So thank you for being here, Saf. I appreciate you. She's fantastic. Thank you again, Saf. Oh, here, this is for you. This is just coffee, but you know what? Cheers, Saf. Thank you. I appreciate you. She's awesome. Actually, I don't know if any of my my mods are still hanging out, but can we get a shout out for Saf if we haven't yet? Dang, Saf coming through. Appreciate you. She's awesome. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, I met your coffee toast with my own. Awesome. I appreciate it. Alright, we're done with power cleans. Done with power cleans. Got pull-ups, kettlebell swings, box jumps. 200 pounds felt okay on those power cleans. Not fantastic, but to be fair, I haven't really power cleaned in a while, so I'm good with it. It's been about 3 months or so since I power cleaned. So, you know, start relatively light, but not a bad start. Aren't you a little injured? I think you're doing nicely regardless. Yes, that is accurate. I got like a shoulder problem. I got a foot problem. I got a back problem. It's just, you know, it's just little things, little like kind of nagging injuries here and there. Nothing that is really preventing me from working out and doing my thing. And then, like I was saying, I was complaining about it earlier, but my wrist, specifically my right wrist, is really tight. I don't know if it's just because I've been playing more League of Legends. Oh, your foot is mostly healed? That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. That's definitely not fun. You know, drop something on you in your foot and potentially injure your foot. I'm fast healer. Yeah, that's awesome. But yes, good times. Yeah, so I got like my wrist is just a little stiff. It could just be from like playing a lot of League of Legends and holding the mouse and doing that thing. I had a dent in the bone, still does. Well, hey, as long as it's not, you know, broken, I think you're probably going to be fine, you know. A broken foot can be extremely difficult to recover from, any kind of foot injury, just because we spend so much time on our feet. I think we underestimate how much time that we spend on our feet. It's got a cyst over it. Wow. Okay. I actually, I remember I had a cyst on my back when I was growing, like when I was younger. And I had to have it surgically removed because it looked like there was like a lime or a lemon like underneath my skin. It was on my back, like just below my shoulder blade. Oh, by cyst I basically mean a scab. Oh, okay, gotcha. It's scabbed over. Okay, got it. That's not too bad then. Yeah, I got you. Part of the healing process. Good times. Yeah, I feel that for sure. considering how much being in here has really raised my spirits in the last 10 minutes or so. I really appreciate you. You have a can-do attitude where most people end up with a toxic positivity issue. You just spread really healthy positivity. I appreciate that, Saf. I don't think I tried to do that on purpose. It's just, that's kind of how I am. That's how I view life. You know, it's got to be balanced and realistic. This guy's one of my favorite streamers. I love being here. Thank you, Sav. Sav and Saf. Definitely big supporters of the stream. I appreciate both of you. Sav, what's going on, man? I celebrate people. You have to. And, I try to keep it to... I try not to celebrate people that really shouldn't be celebrated, you know? I try to keep it balanced. And if it's somebody that's not worth celebrating or talking about, I try not to spend too much time talking about them, you know what I mean? Just because, like, I would much rather spend time talking about people that I really love, talking about things I really like, than focusing on things that I don't. Because it's hard out there. Life is hard right now. It's always been hard, but I feel like people are, the thing with, I feel like today's world, the struggle is not necessarily physical as much. Like, yes, people are sick physically, right? People get sick, people have physical ailments. However, I feel that there's a lot of mental struggles. It's very difficult to look at somebody and see that they are struggling just by taking a look at them. You know what I'm saying? So with that in mind, it's hard. I got to keep that in mind that, hey, look, I got to be kind because I don't know how somebody else is struggling. And even if somebody's acting rude or inappropriate, there's probably a very good reason why they're like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I try to be polite. I try to be kind. Sometimes I fail, but that's life. That's life. Yeah, Sav, good to see you, man. I was lurking in your stream yesterday. Lurking in the stream. You were playing some. What was it? Yesterday was Dead by Daylight, right? If I remember correctly, you were playing a killer, and yeah. If you don't know Sav, in fact, let me get a. Let's just get a shout out for Sav real quick. And get a shout out for Saf as well. Yeah. DVD last night, all killers, no perks, no add-ons. Woo! Yikes. That sounds like a good time. Oh, okay. I think we already got a shout out for Saf earlier. That's probably why. We can't shout people out twice. As much as I would like to. Yeah. Yeah, Dead by Daylight, Sav, I have all the games and just not enough time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to play Dead by Daylight. I just got Outer Worlds. I want to play that. I haven't even finished Metroid Dread yet. So, I got more than enough on my plate as far as video games are concerned. But I have plenty of time to work out. I got all the time in the world to work out. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the job description, though. I don't have a choice. Yeah, okay. I already think that you did. Yeah. Yep, I agree. I think we already got you, but I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I don't think it registered. The verbal shout outs appreciated, of course. Sav, how's your week going, man? What have you been up to? Is Marie gonna start streaming again soon? I saw she was planning on next week, if I remember correctly. She's been taking kind of a long break. Or maybe that's just me. Maybe I didn't realize she took that break. What time we got? Oh, we got plenty of time. I'm going to change up the music a little bit here. I'm still kind of messing around with different music and whatnot. So we're gonna try something new. Been alright. Work sucks. Wish I took more time off. Yeah. I think she's gonna start back up soon. Yeah, I think I saw that on her. I think she posted it on Instagram or potentially on Twitter, if I remember correctly. It all kind of blends together. I'm like, when are we doing this? Yeah. Maybe even on Discord. She might have posted it in all three. But yeah, I think I saw Marie's going to start up next week. She usually comes on right after I get off, typically. So in the mornings, she's a morning streamer, if you will. Good stuff. Yeah, man, work is rough. I mean, so I've started working back at 5th Marines. So now it's like I'm busy again. I don't have all the time in the world to mosey on down and take my time. Shoot, how many sets was that? Was that 2? I think that was the second set. Yeah. That was 2 out of 3. What's up, dude? We have a guest appearance from my son. What's up, man? Good morning. How are you feeling? You sleepy? You're good? All right. Good morning. Thanks for saying hi. That was hilarious. You see the way that my son looked? He was just... I asked him, hey, are you good? How's it going? Good morning. And he's like, thumbs up. And he walked out. By the way, scotch and berries for dessert? What do you think? Hey, a little drink. You're talking like scotch whiskey and some like berries, like the fruit? Oh, heck yeah. That sounds good to me. I bought ingredients to make some dinner and dessert pastries. Might do a food and drink stream. Oh, heck yeah. That sounds good. So is scotch and berries like is that like a biscuit? Saf, are you in the UK? I can't remember. Saf, where are you located at? Because you guys have some different terminology for like baked goods that I'm not that familiar with. You're in Australia. Oh, you're in Australia? Oh, sweet. You know I'm deploying to Australia, right? I'm gonna be in Darwin for about 6 months. Okay, cool. I just assumed you were in the UK for some reason. Yeah, pastry filling. Okay, heck yeah, that sounds really good. I am not that familiar with baking though, but yeah, I'm down. I'm good at eating baked goods. Like yeah, if somebody bakes me something, I'm gonna eat that thing. Yeah, blackberries and scotch. Oh, yeah, that sounds awesome. I'd be all about that for sure. Oh, Sab, did you guys get the snow cleaned off, man? I saw you guys got a bunch of snow in DC. Did you guys? Is that all cleaned up now? We don't have to worry about that here, but as you know, I did. So I've done like one food and drink stream. I guess I did like a cooking stream once where I just kind of showed like how I do my meal prep and that kind of stuff, and I set it up in my kitchen. It actually worked out pretty well. Sab, I think you were on that. You watched that stream. That was a couple of months ago when I did that. It's warming up now, so getting all melty and crappy. Ugh. Honestly, the worst part of the snow is when it's melting. Yeah, I totally agree. Especially you get all the salt on the roads and the snow gets all black and stuff. It's like, ugh. Are you familiar with Cornish miners' dinner and dessert pastries? I am not. I am not familiar with that. What that is? That sounds awesome, though. So yeah, I'm all about. I feel like I've heard of Cornish Cornish something. That does ring a bell, but I'm not that familiar. That does sound awesome. Yeah, I always hated that when the snow is great. So it's a Cornish pastel. Gotcha. That sounds really it's tasty. Is it like a little like biscuit? Is it like small? It's like a small like little treat. I don't know. But yeah, when the snow is melting and it looks all crappy and it's making a mess, like honestly, the snow almost makes more of a mess when it melts than anything else. And the worst is the snow when it melts and then it gets really, really cold again. So the snow is all melting, right? And then it drops below freezing again, and then it just freezes on the ground. So you had wet ground, wet snow everywhere, and then it gets below freezing, and then boom, now you got ice everywhere. That sucks. It's like a little pie, but the dinner and dessert variety is a lunch for a minor. Oh, I think I've seen those. I thought pastries were the things they have to put over the nipple at strip clubs that don't fully allow nudity. Yeah, little. You're thinking pasties, my friend. Look, man, I don't go to those kind of establishments. That's all I'm saying. Allegedly. Goodness gracious, what's going on with the playlist today? Here we go. There we go. Miniature Action Jesus, Mini, coming through with the strip club talk. Yes, I love it. Honestly, man, strip clubs, I'm not going to say I've been to a few, but I will just say that here in California, I'm not a fan of the strip club because they cannot serve alcohol in the strip clubs here in California. I think there's some of them that will, but I think it depends on the amount of like nudity that they allow in the strip club. I only worked at the fullest, nakedest strip club in our area. Oh hell yeah. I'm making an Aussie version with potato and wallaby stew for dinner and a blackberry and scotch filling for dessert. Oh my god. That sounds really good actually. Yeah, Minnie. Like I said, out here in California, that is a no-go. They do not serve alcohol, and I don't know. Look, man. I just cannot be sober in a strip club. Just period. Like it is not gonna happen. I tried it once, and I was just like, nah, never again. Do not go to the strip club sober. It just becomes really strange very quickly. I'll be using a traditional pastry of wheat flour, water, and lard. Oh, heck yeah. Look, if you're putting lard in the baked goods, you know it's going to be good. All right? Like lard, that's good stuff. I don't care what anyone says. If you want something that tastes really good, yeah, baking with lard, that's the way to go. For sure. So you got the thumbs up from me, Seth. Like, that sounds delicious. I'm down with that. Like, absolutely. No rep. Look, I'm not standing all the way up at the top. I'm going close enough. Well then, I'm free on my birthday. Might make it then? Absolutely. Do an 8-hour stream, mix all my categories, plus cooking. Heck yeah. That sounds like a fun time. So singing, some divination, base workouts, cooking, writing, it'd be a blast. That sounds like a great time. Honestly, I would love to just do like an 8-hour, 12-hour stream. It's just, there's no way I can make it happen. You imagine my kids just like crawling. Literally, I'll be sitting at my desk playing a game, streaming or something. And I just imagine like my children literally crawling on my back like, hey, what's up? How's it going? It's just, it would not happen. The most I've ever done was like 4 or 5, maybe 5. We'll call it 5. Yeah, that's still a pretty solid stream there, to be honest, in my opinion. You know, and it gets, I don't know about you all, but for the streamers in the chat here, it gets kind of tiring. Like, if you're trying to be on and respond to chat and do your thing all at the same time, like, it's a lot to pay attention to. So, you know, kudos to you. That 4 or 5 hour stream, that's no joke. I've seen people that do like 24 and 36 hour streams. I'm like, dude, how do you do it? Yeah, I could just stream under special events that whole day. Yeah, no, that would make sense. That would make sense. That's its own category, special events. I didn't know that. All right. Let's see here. I got plank and bridge hold. Or I've seen a new category. Oh, celebrations? Ooh. I did not know that. That's good to know. All right. Interesting. All right. Gonna hit this plank in a bridge hold probably. Honestly, I might just do 30 seconds and 30 seconds and do like 20 reps of bicep curls. Try to get moving here. I'm not short on time, but I do need to get going pretty soon. So I think I'm gonna cut this part of the workout a little bit short. Boy. Do another couple sets of that. Hit celebrate, but special events get much more views. Got you. That's cool. I didn't know that. There's a lot of Twitch is always kind of changing and doing new and different stuff, which I like. Some of the changes a little bit more nuanced than others, but Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Whew. Getting towards the end of this workout here. Yeah, I can't believe how fast this week has gone by. Thursday already. Although it is kind of a short week for me because I had Monday off. So really, this is the equivalent of like a Wednesday in a normal week for me. You know, get Thursday, but yeah. Really, once Thursday hits, we're pretty much already at the weekend. Gonna watch Book of Boba Fett later tonight. Episode 2. I think it's gonna be awesome. Very excited for that. Yeah, I'm gonna work my butt off today, and it's gonna be awesome. Back to actually working hard. Yes, I love it. I gotta find my coffee mug too. I think I left it at work yesterday. I was like looking for my coffee mug this morning, and I'm like, where did I leave that thing? So hopefully it's at work somewhere. I don't know. I need that. So usually I have that Yeti, like silver coffee mug that I drink out of. This is a Starbucks, mug. It's all right. It's not bad. It's not the finest coffee mug ever made, but it does the trick, That's how I know the workout's almost done, is when I'm almost out of coffee. Once the coffee is like, we're almost out of coffee. It's like, all right, it's time to get this show on the road. All right, set number 2. Tight. Set number 2. Like I said, I'm chopping a little bit short. That's okay. We'll do one more set of those, and then I do have to hit the road, get to work. Fortunately, where I'm working today is only like 10 minutes away, so not a huge deal. I can still take my time. But yeah, I'm definitely very excited to get back to work again. So it's good. It's a good feeling when you wake up in the morning and you're like, yes, let's go. Let's freaking do this. Yeah, I'm amped up, man. There's nothing better than being at the 5th Marine Regiment. And I mean that. That's the best time of my life. Yeah. It's like, being home. That's what that feels like. You walk into a place, you really want to be there, and you really just want to work hard. It's awesome. It's like being at home. It's like, I'm here. I've arrived. I'm back. Good times. don't get me wrong, not that I wasn't excited doing the other job I was doing. However, I'm telling you, man, you know what though, Quav? Like, not every... The feeling that I have at 5th Marines when I'm there is unlike anything I've experienced in the Marine Corps so far. So, I don't know, maybe it's just like being at 5th Marines is a special place, is a special thing, and maybe maybe that's the peak, right? It is very, very possible that I've hit it. I'm like, this is the best place I'll ever be in my career, and it's all downhill from here. I don't know, you know what I mean? All I know is that when I'm at, you know, the best tour that I've ever had was like here in the 1st Marine Division, for sure. And don't get me wrong, like I still like the job that I was doing before I got back to 5th Marines. You know, I still like that job. It's a good job, right? What rank will I be being out for 5 years? They'll probably just, they would probably just bring you back in at whatever rank you left. Honestly, I left for a bit, but I'm back. Welcome back. I don't know. It probably would depend on like, yeah, potentially. It might depend on your MOS as well. I don't know what that would look like, to be honest, because like broken time is still very uncommon. It happens. Actually, a gunny that I used to work with, he actually used to work for me. He had broken time, but it's becoming. I left as a sergeant. Yeah, I mean, it might depend on your MOS. Whatever MOS you come back in as, I think maybe it would depend on that. The Marine Corps, though, is not as, like, they're not as willing to give rank as some of the other branches. Like, for example, if you're, depending on your MOS in the Marine Corps, if you leave the Marine Corps and go to some of the other branches, like, a lot of the time, they'll promote you because the Marines are oftentimes, younger Marines are doing more senior billets a lot of the time. So what I've seen is a lot of people get, just don't give me no office job. Yeah, well, somebody's got to do it. I'll hit this last set. Hey, I love my office job. I also love getting outside, though. All right, that's it. That's it for the day. Good day. Alrighty. Saf, what part of Australia are you from, if you don't mind me asking? I want to be artillery, but the MOS never opened up. I know that, so the Marine Corps, there's a lot of artillery MOSs that were opening up. Specifically, I think, like, some of the FOs and those folks. I do supply in the Marine Corps. So I had a supply Marine that worked for me who lap moved to, and it's an 08. So if you're artillery, you're an 08, whatever. 0841, 0802, 08, whatever. But yeah, he became an FO. I became the supply sergeant by default. Tasmania. Awesome. It's 7. I was a 74 Delta in the supply room acting as the supply sergeant. Woo! Need to double up on something else. Yeah, sounds like a great time. I love supply, honestly. I love my job, so it's all good. I've been enjoyed it. In the Marine Corps, if you're an officer, you don't get to pick your job. The Marine Corps picks your job for you. So I did not really pick supply per se. They were like, hey, look, you're going to be a supply officer. It's like, all right, great, thanks. But turns out I like it, so it's all good. It works out. All right, hey. Yeah, no, seriously. You don't get to pick your MOS if you're an officer in the Marine Corps. You do not. So I always find it mildly funny whenever Marines complain, like, oh yeah, like I was in, I don't like my job, I don't like my MOS, and then I ask them, like, well, did you pick this job? Well, yeah, I picked this job. I just get all the lower enlisted to run your job. No, honestly, that's the goal. Because to be honest, like, if I'm actually, the time that I actually spend in the office doing my job is only a couple hours a day, because most of the time I'm going to meetings, I'm like calling people, interacting with people, like I'm doing a lot of other stuff that helps us succeed. But to be honest, like, the Marines, they're the ones actually doing the work. So my job is to make sure that they are enabled to do that and keep everybody else from messing with them, so that way we can actually do our job. That's the goal. If I'm the one that's doing supply stuff, then there's a problem. It should be the Marines doing that, and I'm just providing that top cover. That's it. Yeah, without supply, the unit will be nothing. Yeah, that's true. The way that I look at supply is like when you're watching a football game and you see the referee, right? Nobody cares what the referee's doing. They only care if they're bad, right? If the referee sucks, everyone's going to complain. But if they're doing their job, they're doing well, and they're not like interfering with the game, they're not preventing the game from being played, nobody cares. That's supply. Like, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, nobody cares, right? If you suck, then everyone's going to know, and it's going to be bad. So, yeah, it's a great time. It's not a glorious job, for sure. All right, let's see here. Let's go raid. We can go raid Fnatic. All my soldiers flew under the radar. Yeah, that's a good way to be. So, yeah. I'll be back again tomorrow morning, same time, 05:30 Pacific Standard Time. I appreciate you all for coming through. Saf, big thank you for the tips. I appreciate it. Appreciate the messages, the kind words. Hexamble, if you're still there, Larkin, thank you again for that tip yesterday. Sorry I didn't get the messages. I'm going to have to fix my OBS so that the message you guys post with the tip posts up on the screen. So I'll figure out a way to fix that. So, but thank you for bringing that up to me. In fact, let me write that down. Let me write it down.
And hey, 2 thumbs.
Hey, Math and Code, thanks for that follow.
What a
Raid! Oh, we got a raid coming. I will wait for the raid. Hey there! What's going on? Oh, hey there! It's an Ali Smalls raid.
All right, everybody.
Yeah.
This is a fucking raid. Anybody try to
Yeah.
leave, I pump one in your ass.
Yeah. What's going on, Ali Smalls and crew? welcome. Thank you.
and hey,
Thank you, Dark Ghost. Thank you for that
way,
follow.
way up for our leading lady.
Yeah.
What a
I was just saying all my thank yous and my goodbyes. Yeah. I was like, it's time to go raid. And then boom, here it comes. Yeah, I love that raid alert, right? That thing is dope. I made that raid alert for you, for the people. Welcome. Thank you. Yeah, figured you would be. Yeah, it's that time in the morning. Ali Smalls and I, we stream at exactly the same time, and she has to go to work right at the same time that I have to go to work. You know, it's like we're just on the same road, just parallel to each other, just crossing, just good friends crossing in the night. It's a beautiful thing, but you know what? Sometimes, you did this to me last time. You did this to me yesterday. I did. You're right. Raid equals another set. Look, 3 swords is better. 3 swords better. Look at, bruh. Ali Smalls is like you ever see something like a work of art in like a art museum and it just made you stop and look and like stare, you know what I'm saying? That's Ali Smalls, you know what I'm saying? Ali Smalls is like a work of art in like, the Louvre or something like that. You just like minding your business, walking by, and then you're like, oh, hey there, bud. Oh, dang. Look at this. Beautiful. But yeah, I appreciate the vote of confidence there, Quav. I think Ali's got me beat, though. Yeah. The small city's day. Well, is it because that's a short joke? Yeah. I do find the pictures of Ali Smalls and her husband Mobius, like when they're together, like standing next to each other, like relatively funny because Mobius is like 6'9". Like, dude would hit the garage door opener that I got right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, he would walk through my garage and smack his head on the garage door opener, maybe even hit the rafters up there. You know what I'm saying? And then Ali Smalls, she could probably walk underneath my little laptop stand that I got. Terrible. Yeah. But anyway, I'll introduce myself to your folks. Thank you for bringing your people over here. If you don't know, I am Zechariah, aka 3 Swords Fitness. Welcome to my garage where I get all the gains, you know what I'm saying? Day to day, day in, day out. Not every day, but most of the days, you know what I'm saying? All the days that end with Y, and sometimes not. But I'm here Monday through Friday, 05:30 Pacific Standard Time. I'm an active duty captain in the Marine Corps, so I do all the military things. You want to talk military stuff? I got you. I've been in for 10 years now, so I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, pleasure to have you all here. Thank you so much. As I mentioned earlier, Ali Smalls and I are like 2 good friends just kind of passing in the night, like on parallel paths on the same exact road to fitness. And love the chirp. I was like, we're moving on. Throw some shade at Ali Smalls for being short. And hey, we're moving on. But yeah, Ali Smalls and I, we're like two trains passing in the night. We're working out at the same time, doing the same stuff. Getting real fit, looking good, all the things. But yeah, we're gonna go raid somebody immediately. So we're gonna go on another raid party. So hop on with me. I think we're gonna go raid the homie Fanatic. It looks like he's doing a back day. Oh yeah. Getting that thick back. Yes, sir. Let's go raid our homie, Daryl, a.k.a. Fanatic. We're doing it. Yeah. Yeah, feels good. Feels good, man. Anytime. Here we go. We're going to go raid our homie, Fanatic. Yeah. like I said, thank you again. Thank you to all the folks with the tips today coming through, showing love. Thank you to Ali Smalls for the raid. Thank you for Crucey G for the raid. All the folks for the follows. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. I hope you have a great day, great weekend if I don't see you all tomorrow. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon. So here we go. We're going to go raid our homie Fanatic.
Sorry, I burped. I did the Rick burp and talk at the same time. You'll ever accidentally...
Yeah, we're doing it. Come along with me on this super sweet raid. We're doing this. Yeah, have a good one. You too, Quav. I hope you have a great day. All right, see you all later. 21 of us. We're rolling deep. We're going. We're doing this. Let's do this. We're doing it right now. Let's go.
I'd rather carve out time and meet with somebody. 45 next to 155. Daily. Three Swords Fitness. How are you doing, dude? Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. My name is Daryl, aka F4N4T1C, the actual Android robot. I work out every single day. How was your workout, dude? I hope it was awesome. Me and the homies rolling through a deep raid, brother. Super deep in their raid. Thank you, Allie. I appreciate you too. How are you doing? Crushing. One of your coworkers gets constant phone calls from one of his clients and just chit chats with him for like 45 minutes. I'm like, bro, hang up the fucking phone. I can't. There's like the term I can't be bothered. Nah, I'm with you, dude. Every now and then when my studio was open to the public, I had a couple of dudes that like to call and talk about just microphones. I give that motherfucker. I set a timer when he called me. 10 minutes. When it goes beep beep, whatever we talk to, hey man, I'm sorry, I gotta take this call. I'll talk with you for free about microphones for 10 minutes, and that's it. Generate and run there. Gotta get this working, lurking. Thank you, dude. Go get it in. I so appreciate the stream support, the raid. Welcome in. So far, guys that are coming in on that raid, we're 56 minutes into this workout. We've done 50 pull-ups, basically 100 face pulls with the bands. We're doing Viking press superset. It's a superset day, so we're supersetting Viking press into banded rows. Let's go ahead and get this next set. I got a hard off, nasty sounding you. Oh my goodness. I'll bet now that your T level's more normalized at healthier levels. I'll bet that your irritability level I'll bet you're quicker. Are you quicker to anger? That's more of a question, not always an assumption. I just know that my T levels are probably okay because I am known to be quick to anger sometimes. That's like pretty dead set, like, not really? Bro, you're lucky. Lucky. Maybe I'm just wired that way. I can be pissy, man. You curb my anger pretty well. I'm not good about it. Like, I do better, honestly, somebody yelling at me in the face. I can just be like, okay, tell me more. That doesn't bother me at all. But sometimes the little things, like, little things anger me.